show. Buddy Mikerowchip here playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is the Hinton episode 73. And we are here with Hank. And scratch that, we're here with Levi. Levi is supposed to be going to Thurmond, and he has stopped here. And this is why. Oh, first of all, he's got a red light, which makes sense, right? It says block is occupied because instead of going on the main line, he's going this way through the yard where there are yard cars. So what we're going to do is this. I don't know why he won't go around, but we are going to stop the train. Then we're going to throw the switch. Yeah. Now we got a green. Let's get moving. I can't get position. Here we go. He's hauling cars up to Thurmond. I think it's all coal cars, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be mistaken. Here he goes. It's a nice-looking engine, isn't it? It's got the white wall tires. Nice. He's got plenty of coal. The bell works. The chuff works. It just works. All right. So he's got like 90 cars or something like that. He's got quite a few that are going up there. All right. Let's get him past this now, and then we're going to stop him. Now, I put a priority marker on here after the fact. I was hoping he'd take that track, but maybe it's because he'd already routed and didn't have a chance to look at the priority marker. So we'll see the next time we send a train up this way if that priority marker is going to help us out. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here and we're going to say continue schedule. Okay, I was hoping he wasn't going to back up, but it doesn't look like he's going to. So that's nice. All righty. So right now it is 9 a.m. Yes, we started a new day. It's a brand new day, a whole new way of looking at life, and I feel like I'm on a magic carpet ride. So it's 9 o'clock. We're going to watch him until 9:05. And if I remember correctly, this one does not have any line side cameras. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure. Nope. Oh, well, this is kind of... I didn't mean to press this button, but look. We're inside now with all the levers and gauges and stuff. And these levers are... Is that the... I think is that brake? Brake, throttle? Sure. And then this is the steering wheel, obviously. Okay, I don't know what that is. It's not the steering wheel. You don't really steer a train, do you? All right, this is Quinnamont. We're coming up through here now. You can see the Quinnamont yard off to our left here. And there are some coal cars waiting here in Quinnamont. That's nice. That's just really, really nice. All right. Now, someone had written me in the comments that, they're pretty sure that the C&O Hinton had purchased some GP7s and GP9s. And maybe I could put some of those on the route. I toyed with the idea. I thought that'd be kind of cool. GP7s, GP9s. I looked into it. They're not lying. The C&O Hinton did have them running on their lines. And the EMDs. And so I'm still considering it. I was hoping Jointed Rail sold a C&O Hinton version of the GP7 and GP9. They got a lot of GP7s and GP9s on there, but they did not. But then I think about those 44-tonners are also not C&O. So maybe I'll go buy myself some sweet-looking GP9s or 7s. Probably the 7s, huh? And then... throw them on the route. Maybe we'll make Thomas give up his 44-tonners. Although, in the last episode, I think we had Thomas deliver cars to all those places. That's not his job. He's not supposed to do that. That's Graham's job. I know because I got a nasty email from Graham, and he was filing a complaint against me with the union. So, yeah, we're going to have to fix that next time I go. But anyway, so we want to give him to Graham because he's the one that's got to push those cars up that hill. So I thought if we give him a little more oomph, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Boy, I sure wish I could see what was going on. But I cannot. He's got another stop. Why is that? Junction is not aligned for this route. Okay, well, let's have him stop. Sometimes he'll throw the switch himself. This one here? Yeah, okay. This one here is not thrown. Is that the one he's complaining about? Why doesn't he just stay on this track? He's got to go up through this way, going to the left here. If he would just stay on this track, we wouldn't have a problem. Oh, there we go. Look at that. He did fix it himself. Okay, so he's got a green now. He's in no hurry to get there. Neither am I. Neither am I. Yeah, so I was thinking about giving, like I was saying, giving Graham a GP7 or 2 and have him run around with those. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not sure Graham's going to have a turn this episode. Anywho. So, I'll just keep you all on the edge. You just don't know whether you're going to see a GP7 or a GP9. And here's a question I have about the GPs. And our time is up, I realize, but I want to ask this question before we leave this scene. And that is, do they go up through all the numbers? Like, did they have a GP7, a GP8, GP9, GP, up to GP38, whatever they got out now? The GPs, whatever, GP40s or whatever they got, I have no idea what the upper number is. Or is it more based upon... we started with the GP7, and then this next one we're called the GP9 because it has so much more horsepower, or it has some other kind of new thing on it that the GP7 didn't, so we're not going to do GP8. We're going to jump right to GP9. I don't know. I don't know if they went through all the iterations, if you will. Okay, so that is the end of Levi's turn. Just a quick shot through Quinamon here. I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'll figure out what we're doing next. And we are up here where Levi's headed to, and that is in Thurman. I suddenly, in the middle of that sentence, I forgot where I was going, but then I recovered quick enough to make it sound like I knew what I was talking about. But now that I'm talking about it, I didn't know what I was talking about. It kind of ruined the whole effect. Anywho, Hank's working. He's our shunter up here in Thurman. We got a Union Pacific here on loan, all over here on the East Coast. And he's working some cars for Andrew, who's waiting way down on the other end of the yard for us to build his train for him. We've only got 2 cars left to load. All the rest of them have been loaded. So these 2 are full. They got ice and meat on them. These 2 got ice and meat on them. These just have ice on them. Now, can we fit these 2 cars going back this way? No, we cannot. I could extend the tracks, but then they're going to go in front of the Plainsman Hotel. And they've already told us we're encroaching far enough as it is. So we'll throw these out onto this track, just like we did with those 2. And then we will go back and do that. Oh, did I make a mistake? Hold on. Yep, I did. Okay. I unhooked them for some reason. Okay, so now we will go forward with Hank the Tank here. Let's go over on this side because we'll be able to see when he clears that switch a little bit easier. Okay, Hank. Here he comes. All right. Now, I've been talking about, before I put you guys on pause, I was talking about buying a GP7 or a GP9, and I couldn't find any with C&O. Now, then I look at this. Union Pacific, I didn't seem to be too worried about that. Yes, I'm chastising myself. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll get a GP7 or a GP9 from Jointed Rail. I know C&O's colors were like a blue and a yellow, right? I mean, I could get a blue and a yellow, but I really like the black ones. Of course, blue and yellow are the colors of CSX as well, and I really love CSX. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't ask me to rationalize it. I cannot. All right, so let's back these reefers up now. Here we come. This one's gearing is a lot different than normal engines I've used. Yeah, 35% throttle gives us a 6 mile an hour. Usually gives me 10 mile an hour. Now, you may say that's not a big difference. It is when you're doing coupling and stuff. All right, there we go. And these are also Union Pacific. There we go. Ah, this is a pretty scene, isn't it? This is what you come here for, huh? This is what I come here for. Like this, then like this, and now forward. Come on. What happened? Oh, my fingers are on the wrong keys. Yeah, you got to push the right key. I was hitting the brake key again and again and again, and it was braking. There we go. It's good to be back on the C&O Hinton. I really, really do like this route. This is a really nice route. Alrighty, there we go. We're going to back it back down now. Not get crazy. That is a fine-looking engine. I believe that's from Trainz Forge. Pretty sure. Okay, now the second box car, we have to align with this door right here. We don't have to, but that's what I want to do. You can do whatever you want to in Trainz. Oh, my gosh. Was that perfect or what? There we go. Okay, so now this will give time for the Thurman Swift & Company to load up these last two reefers with their meat products, courtesy of these cows over here. Well, not these particular cows because they haven't been processed yet, but cows that were in here before them. And that is the end of Hank's turn. So we're going to put you guys back on pause, figure out what we're doing next, and I'll bring you back. And now we are here with Adair, our passenger, our one and only passenger train on the route. He is in Prince right now, where he just boarded 102 people. 102 people. Yeah, that's a lot of people. And now he's going to head out to Quinnamont, which is where Levi was. See how this all ties together? It all ties together. All right. Let's get him rolling. Let's see now. He's going to a track mark. He's going to Quinnamont, the second Quinnamont stop. There he goes. Beautiful. With these wonderful cars I found, I can't remember from where. And if you don't like the fact that I put cabooses on my passenger trains, don't look now. Do not look now. Okay, now it's safe to look. All right. Here he comes. He's on his way. We got the cracklies. I don't know why we got the cracklies in the sound, but we do. Seems to happen on this route. I don't know why. Crazy. All right, so it's 9:17. And if my math is correct, that'd be 9:22 is where we're going to watch it to. This is a nice shot right here. As I hiccup a little bit there. Was that a hiccup, a belch? I don't know. Something happened to me. Nothing that a drink of Coke can't fix. Very nice. I am on my third and final cup of Coca-Cola right now, and when I'm done doing this, I'm going to go upstairs, exercise while this uploads. When I come back down, it'll be done. Then I'll make a UMR video. Make 2 videos in one day. Sometimes I do that when I'm in the mood, and I'm in the mood to play Trainz today. Why am I telling you all this? Because I'm in a pretty good mood right now, and I'm loving life. But when I do my UMR, I won't have a Coke, and that great mood may be diminished somewhat. And so I will just let you know in advance that this is the happy video. The next one, not so happy. It's sad. He's got a yellow up there, which is a medium approach, right? On these searchlights, signal approach. Do they do medium approaches? Because on the modern ones now they have 3 aspects to them. These only have 1. So yeah, he should be going to the right here, right? And he is. Very good. Alrighty. Gonna come around the corner here. Let's make our own shot here. Here are people. Is this it right here? Is this where he's going? I think it is. I forget. Where did I send him? I sent him to Quinamont. This isn't Quinamont, is it? Why is he stopping? Is this Quinamont? Let's zoom out. Take a look. This is Quinamont. Oh, you could walk. Did I notice this before? Okay. Okay. These people don't feel like walking one train station down. So they're just going to wait for the train to pull up here. Very good. It's a very pretty shot, though, with all the people waiting here. Some have sombreros. Some have stovepipe hats. Nice. Some have cowboy hats on. It's hats. You got to wear a hat or you're going to stand out. Yeah, okay. We should have been doing that all along and blowing the horn. Here he comes. I've not noticed that it's this short before. Okay, we're here. Nice job. All righty. So now he's going to pick up 36 people here, 10 feet down. It's all good, though. I love it. All right, so now we're going to Meadow Creek. Where's that? Is that Meadow Creek right there? Wait a minute. It's not this right here. Okay, that's a freight house. I thought for sure that may be it right there. No. Okay, so let's here's a freight house right here, right? This guy's wearing did they have miner hats back then like that? The orange vest? I don't know. I once saw No. I was thinking of Back to the Future when he asked somebody who's wearing a life preserver, when he's actually just wearing that, sleeveless jacket, but that's different from this. Okay, so there we go. 36 people got on the train here. Let's head out to Meadow Creek now. Here we go. Meadow Creek, here we come. Let's see here. Meadow Creek 2nd. Alrighty, there he goes. He's on his way to a better day because he thinks Meadow Creek first. And my passenger caboose people, prepare to close your eyes. And close. It is still not safe. It is still not safe. And open. Okay, so now he's on his way to Meadow Creek, and we are at 9:22. So we're gonna call it quits right there with Adair. So I'm gonna put you guys back on pause, and then I'll bring you back when I figure out what we're doing next. Okay, we are now in the Avis yard, and these are the inbound trains. We're gonna take care of the Beckley train. That's this one right here in the H8. It's a 2666 H8. There's another H8 right next to it. Some massive engines, much bigger than this nickel plate right next to it. That's what, an S? Is that an S4? It's an S2. Yeah, of course. And, of course, they're all dwarfed by the giant big boy right over here. Yeah. And remember before I said I sent Thomas out to do Graham's work? That's a mistake. Yeah, no, I did not. I did not do that. Graham was doing all that, not Thomas. And so I'm going to send back a sternly worded email back to Graham now as soon as they invent the internet and computers. Okay, so we are going to move him into the service yard is what we're going to do. So we will apply the brake. Okay, you can't do that when it's like this. I'm going to apply the brake. There it is, right down there. And then I'm going to decouple. Then we're going to move forward. Okay, that's a weird hold. What if I hold on to it? Right. I'm not sure if I liked it better when I held on to it or not. Uh-oh. It sounds like he's picking up speed quickly. Did I switch that one right? Oh, no, it's this one. Very good. Yes. 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 How many times can I say yes? I don't know. This way. And then... Yeah, there is no switch over back this way, right? Oh, we want him on this track anyway. What am I thinking? I'm not. All right. There we go. Thank you for the bell. Have a great day. And that is the rest of Avis Yard right there. We're getting some lag because there's a lot of cars in Avis Yard. When we look this way, not so much on the lag. How about that? It's all part of the experience. All right, so we're going to back him down to the yard. There's no way to turn him around. There is a Y now that I think about it, isn't there? Yeah. There is a Y, which makes sense, doesn't it? But I'd have to get over to this track in order to utilize the Y. So why isn't there a crossover? I get it. Why isn't there a crossover? Let's get up to yard speed now. There we go. That's more like it. If I put it to 50, it's going to move me past 16. That's my limit. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy speed. Let's slow it back down. Now, this one's classification lights are on green. The other one was sitting next to it, if you look back in the video, was white. I never mess around with the classification lights. I mean, I suppose it... not sure. Why would you have them on the engine? I mean... Give it, whether it's high priority or low priority, I'm assuming. And, but don't the dispatchers don't actually see, right? And the guys working the radios and everything back in this time don't actually get to see the classification lights at any time. All right, there we go. Now we're going to back up. That just sounds weird. Is it 40? I think so. I think 40% is going to get us to yard speed. Of course, now we're out on the main line here, so let's speed it up. Yeah, now there is a Y. Oh, there is a crossover for the Y. See, I could put him on the turntable, or I could put him on the Y. Let's put him on the Y. We haven't done the Y. Of course, is there enough room on the Y? Oh, but look where the Y goes. Right into there. Right into that thing I thought was out of the way. Okay. So now that negates the whole Y thing, right? Yeah. Is there enough room on the Y? It might be tight to fit him on there anyway, but all of this is in the way. Graham left his toys laying everywhere, so that's not going to help us anyway. So we'll just go with this. All right, let's juice it to 50. So we're going to have to route him into the round table, right? The turntable. It's the turntable outside the roundhouse. All right. So round, turn, something like that. I think we want to stay on the right here, right? Pretty sure we do. And then, yeah. And then, no, it really wants me to go to the left, and I'm just not going to allow it to do that. Come into here. Yeah. And then we have to cut to the right. I'm pretty sure Gonna have to cut right in front of the station. No. Here we go. So he can come down this track, right? Because we want him to go to the turntable. There we go. He's going to go right onto it now. Right there. Yep. And then once he gets off the turntable, he can get over here onto the into the service yard. We'll take care of that when we get there. Alrighty. Let's get a little more speed up here now. Look at that. He's right at the speed limit. That is a nice placing of the throttle. You really place a throttle, though? That is a nice setting of the throttle. There we go. Oakley dokley. A lot of these cars, now these first 4 tracks, I believe, are all destined to go off the map. They're just not long enough yet for me to send them out. And then these other ones are inbound trains. A lot of them sit there for quite a while, which makes me think maybe I should do something a little different. I haven't decided what that would be, though, to make them not sit there that long. I mean, I could shunt them quicker, but then the whole time I'd be doing nothing but Thomas. So, yeah, we want to avoid that. Or at least I want to avoid that. Now that we got Levi recently added as one of our locals, we get a little bit more time outside the Avis and Thurman yards. Again, not that I hate the Avis and Thurman yards, but it is nice to go to different places every once in a while. All right, now it's smoothing out. Very good. Here we go. For a second, I thought he was going to go on that crossover. I thought, didn't I just set that? And he's got a approach signal. We're going to ignore it. We're just going to stay full bore 20. There we go. Here comes that level crossing in between Thurman and Avis yards. There we go. All right. Now, when we come up to the crossover here and go in front of the passenger station in Hinton, we are going to slow it down to yard speed. What percentage is that? Is that 45? I don't know. We'll play with it. And, of course, as we all know and love, it's the Cliffs of Insanity on our right here. I also do a Tidewater series, if you happen to watch that. And someone informed me that that's actually in Virginia. When I read it, I went, really? Because this route's in Virginia, right? Or are we in West Virginia? We're in one of the Virginias. So it's close anyway, right? Which makes sense. I mean, you know, there's a lot of railroading out here. Railroading got its start over here on the East Coast, so that makes sense. There we go. That worked nicely. It's 45%. Step back, folks. Step back. I'm an engineer. There we go. And we got a nice solid red we're going to run right through. What's that signal indicating? Train in block has not cleared this path. Huh? Does that mean the train's coming at me? I don't know. All right. The old water tower, followed by the ice house. Ice, ice, baby. Around the corner here, into the Hinton yard. Davis and Hinton yards are really close to one another. City of Hinton up there on the hill, on the right. Those factory buildings way up there, those big, huge ones, apartment buildings, look like factory buildings to me. What do they produce here in Hinton? Well, I don't know. A lot of coal, but I mean, in those factories, they don't produce coal in those factories. Are those coal processing plants? They don't look like it with all the windows on there like that. Would you have a lot of windows on a coal processing plant? I would think not. You'd be constantly washing. All right, now we're going to slow it down here some more. Because this thing barely fits on the turntable, if I remember correctly. Warn the fellas we're coming on. This is not a drill. This is actually happening right now. You guys don't believe me. Here he comes. All right. I've yet to fit a train on here that don't fit, so we should be good. Here we are. And how's about right there? What's the front? What's the front look like? No, sir. Well, I mean, it's... Okay, we're going to back up just a little bit more. Right there. Now we're definitely on here, right? Yeah, we're on here. What's it look like in the back? Oh. Let's inch it forward. Right there. I mean, this thing, I don't remember anything being this close. I think the point of contact is on there. Okay. We are hanging over the edge. Don't leave your engine hanging out the door here too far, because we're going to clip it if you do. Oh, boy. This is going to be a challenge here, isn't it? Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. Oh, I want it to go. Oh, I want it to go. Come on. No. Click, 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 click. This is always a beast. Come on, please. Please go. I'm begging you. Let's try this angle. There's got to be an easier way to do this, right? I mean, program-wise. This is always so difficult. When they're lined up right with the arrows. Like, it'd be nice if the arrows were to rotate this way, then I could click on them without clicking on the engine, because it thinks I want to click on the engine, but I do not. What if I go right on the edge here? Do this one. Oh, this one will go. Okay, well then, now what though? What the haystacks? Always happens to me. Oh, there we go. That time we got it. Okay, all right, all right. We're getting it done now. Here we go. Now we're moving. Passing up all these. Nice. Get those arrows out of the way. There we go. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Scooch it. Stop him right there. No, we don't want him to stop right there, though. There you go. One more. Hope I was going to skip those. All right. Now, it's going to want to go onto what track? Now, we got to figure out... All right. Because this thing's so hard to move. Let's figure this out. This one here is wide open. Track number, whatever this is, 1, or if it's farther from the main line, probably track 4 in the service yard. Yeah, it looks like a track 4 in the service yard. Okay. So we're going to put him on track 4 if we can just get it to turn once more. Come on. There you go. Ah. Okay, let's line the tracks now. So where are we going to have him go first? Well, we're going to have him go. No. At no time did I click on that engine right there. We're going to have him go to the ash pits first, right? Yeah, right here. He's going to go to the ash pit right here. We already have a 55-ton car filling up with ash. Okay, now we'll click back on him. Here we go. All right. It was just like a minor disaster. It did work, though. Perhaps not as well as we would have liked it to, but it did work. Alrighty. Alright. I had the honor. Well, is it really honor? Okay, maybe that might be stronger. I had the opportunity to stand underneath a real steam locomotive, in working order steam locomotive. And they had it in a repair. It was actually in a roundhouse with the turntable and everything. And I got to stand underneath it because, you know, it was above the pit. So you could walk underneath the pit to look up. And I believe I found the doors that you open in order to dump out the ash into the ash pits. I sure wish I'd have asked somebody, but there was this other guy there that was kind of had like the person who works there, the expert, had his attention, and I couldn't get it. He was asking legitimate questions and stuff, sure, but I wanted to talk to him. But anyway, so I never got to ask him, but I wish I would have had an opportunity to ask him if that's what those doors were. And they were like right in this area right here. So maybe somebody can leave me a comment and let me know. Are there doors underneath here that you open up to let the ash through? That's where I'm assuming, because this is the firebox right here, right? That's it. Okay. All right, now as we always do, we're going to move forward to the other engines here. Move them along. This one here is going to move up to the water tower. All right, here we go. Move this one over to the tender where you fill it. I happened to be watching one of my old videos when I was trying to fill the water here into the engine. Probably mentioned that before. Yeah, didn't know a whole lot back then. Not that I know a whole lot now, but you know what I'm saying. I knew less back then. All right, so move this one forward. The water door's right there. I see it. See if it'll be activated or not. I don't know. Put it right above here. Right there ought to do. Let's see. Is it going to be activated? No. Yeah, some of them don't activate it. I think it could be because they're not. This may not be attached to the track. That could be one reason. Or this one is not compatible with this one because it's disjointed rail and that's something else. I don't know. Anywho, now we got this one who is currently getting oil. Oh, that's right, because this is an oil train here, right? Right. But now we got to put water in here. So now this one, I believe, is. It may not be. This is a jointed rail train. I know that. Okay, no. See, if you want to drive this engine, you got to click on it. That's how it works. Okay, so now we're going to come back over here. This guy looks like an engineer. Look at him. Look at him. With his coveralls on and everything. That's cool. All right. Here we go. Let's back them up to the next station. He's got his oil. You don't need coal. We'll back him up here now. to the water. These are the water doors? There's 4 of them? Are there 4 tanks in there? Is that why they have 4 water doors? And they all open when it fills. There we go. Oakley dokley. All right. So now we're going to fly back out to Avis Yard now that we got that. Now, that was all the trains there, right? Let's fly back up here and take a look. Yeah, so he's set. Everybody's set. We got 3 engines right now in the yard. All these engines are in storage, waiting for an opportunity to either become my next local or to haul something out of the Avis Yard. And the Avis Yard are getting there, right? Yeah, geez, I mean, this yard is so ginormous. There's the signs I use right there. This one's getting close to being ejected from the yard. Eject, eject, eject. All right, so we're coming over here now to Thomas, and he's got to go over to track 3 so he can grab onto that train and pull it back to the Hinton yard so he can chop it up. There's 1, 2, there's track 3. That's where he's going, right there. Okay, Thomas. Yeah, that whole thing with Thomas and Graham. I was in the shower this morning, and you guys really need to know that I was in the shower. Do you even want to know that I was? That might be TMI right there. This morning, I was eating breakfast, and I was thinking to myself, did I, you want to go right? Yeah. Did I have Thomas do Graham's work in the C&O Hinton series? And I'd convinced myself the answer to that was yes. So that's why I said what I said at the beginning of this video. Turns out I was wrong. So don't turn on the bell again. There's no need. So that's why I said that at the beginning of this video. What do we want? 65? I think 65 for these 44 tonners. That's why I messed that up. It's what I took to complete that thought. All right. Have Thomas back up here. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking we're gonna get 2 GP7s because Graham then will have a much easier time, hopefully, pushing those cars up on the hilltop in Hinton. Okay. I'm looking way down the line here, and it looks like this one does not have a steam plume coming off it. This is the correct cut. All right. Now we're going to pull this forward all the way down to the Hinton yard. Oh, it's going to be a pain to get it there. Let's make sure this is the right cut. I'm not dragging some steam engine backwards. This is the one I took it off of, right? Holy cars. All right. Yep, that's the one. What do you know? Okay, now let's align the switches to get Thomas here where he needs to go. Okay, here's track 3, so that's right. I already threw this over here because we got him over on the right-hand side of the main line. Yep. And he's going to come down this way, the same way we just sent that previous engine. Except this time we do not want him to come over. No, sir. That's normal. Okay. And then we're going to come over this way. Yes. And now remember, you got to go across this crossover. Seems kind of a weird track configuration, but hey, I didn't lay him. I just drive him. I could change him, but I don't. He comes all the way down here. Yep. Come this way, and then we're going to want to keep straight, right? Yeah. Keep straight, and then make sure this one is thrown correctly, which I don't think it is. And it is. Very good. All right. Here comes Thomas. Now, he's got a lot of things there. I saw a lot of tankers in this. We haven't really dealt with a lot of tankers on this route, so that'll be kind of a change, huh? And he's got a red here. Why's he got a red here? Junction is not aligned for this route. It's not? Oh, I beg to differ, my friend. And then the next one's green. Okay. We'll see. I've derailed before. I'm not nervous. No, it's aligned correctly. Why would that one be yellow and this one be, or that one be red, this one be green? I don't know the answer. Let's back off a little bit. Get a little bit more of a wide view there. There we go. All right. Now the speed limit here is 20, so we're gonna up that a bit. There we go. Alrighty. The speed limit there. A little bit of Coke left on the bottom. It's like the bonus fry in the McDonald's bag. Anyway, it says 15, but it should be 20, right? It's 20 on the other track going the other way, which in and of itself, I guess, doesn't really mean anything, but... And 75% is track speed for us? That doesn't seem right. Could be, though. We're at the slow down anyway because we got a few crossovers coming. Or maybe we won't have to. Oh no, it just says I'm speeding. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's gonna put me over now. There's 16. How much weight is this? That's a really good question. And the answer to that is 5,402 tons. That's a lot. These two little tiny engines. I know we don't come over the crossover for a little bit yet. We'll stay at 75. Want to juice it? Let's juice it to 80. There will be a crossover coming up here just past the Hinton passenger station. Here we go. We're going to see the repair or the maintenance yard again. But we're also going to see the storage yard, the Hinton yard proper with all the cars parked. Okay, there's that switch we got to go over now. So let's slow back down now. Is that going to slow me down when I go back to 75? Let me eventually. Let's go back down to 70. There we go. Okay. Okay. Should be fine there, right? Looks like we are. And now we'll be able to speed up once we clear this switch. There's all those tankers I was talking about. There's a lot more coming, too. I guess we can do 85% out there? It's the same question I asked myself. At what percent should the throttle be in order to get the 44 tonners up to 20 mile an hour? Oh, yeah, she's a long one. She'll do. She'll do just fine. Got a bunch of these are nickel plates coming up, I think. These box cars. Look how pretty somebody blocked this, huh? Of course, I don't know where these are all tagged, so maybe they're not blocked so great. Yeah, those are nickel plates, aren't they? Yes, they are. The nickel plate road. Then we got more tankers. Where are all these tankers going? Just banging through those, banging through the points there. Holy moly, got 55-ton Coal cars on here, more box cars. This isn't a train. This is a train. You know what I'm saying? With a capital T. Cool. There's the end of it. All right. Then I guess we'll juice it to 85, see if we can get up near 20. Of course, how close are we now to the other side of the yard? I don't know. We're going to find out here momentarily when I hit the number 2 key. There it is. We are now clear of the crossover right now. 80. Oh, yeah, we're a good ways down. There we go. That's what we missed. We missed all of this lovely, lovely carriage. I think that is the plural of many cars. Carriage. Like yardage, right? You got 1 yard, and you got yardage. And then you have cars, and you have carriage. That's how it works. All right, so we're not going to be able to stay at this high speed for very long. We're going to have to trim it back down. Oh, no, we're not, because we're going straight. I take that back. We're going to keep it at the breakneck speed of 18. What if I move it up to 85? Make sure this is correct. That is correct. Yeah, he's not doing a crossover here. Go right through him. Alrighty. If you enjoyed that first view of the train, you're gonna like the next 3 or 4 minutes because it's gonna be a second view of that train. But I don't like being inside the phone lines like that. Can I get out of the phone lines, but yet still see the length of the train? There we go. I like this shot better. You may not, and if you don't, well, this just may not be the channel for you. Get off on the clipboard. I said it. Very good. Now we're at 21. It's as fast as I want to go. Okay, now it's crazy. Let's trim that back a little bit. There we go. Suddenly I got more of a metallic ring to it. All right, I see the end of it way over behind that tree. Now we got to start slowing down because remember, this one takes a while to slow down. At 55%, we'll do 10 mile an hour. So that is slowing down now. You can see how long it takes. A lot of momentum working here. It still may not be slow enough. Okay, let's take it down to 35%. I think 35% gets us like 5 mile an hour. Okay, let's take it down to 0%. Oh, boy. Didn't I say? I did, but I didn't listen to myself. I don't know why. There it goes. Okay, how fast are we still going? We're still doing 13 mile an hour by the time I really wanted to stop. Right now. Yep, 13 mile an hour. Okay, let's hang on to this last car now. See how far back we go. There's the 44 tonners way up there to the left. Oh, boy. In my defense, this train is longer than the normal size, cut I'm used to handling. Of course, that's something you really want to hear your doctor say. In my defense, I am normally doing appendicitis, so when I did your bypass surgery, I haven't done a lot of those, so, yeah, it doesn't really work. Of course, nobody's dying here. Anywho. Okay. All right, now we're going to push it back the other way, or shove it, as they like to say in the railroad industry, but not this episode, we're not. Yeah, you're going to have to wait to episode 74 before we get to see Thomas shove this one back the other way. Hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. This was a lot of fun for me. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? If you don't like the fact that it took me a country mile, well, let's take a look here. Let's see. We wanted to stop there, and we went down the... Yep, it's official. It's a country mile. If you didn't like the fact that it took us a country mile to stop this train past where we wanted to, well, this just may not be the channel for you.